So, hello again everybody. I hope we're all keeping well. I've decided to have a wee bit of spare money and I decided to make a new purchase, as what you can see on the screen. If MD isn't aware, this is the ATR version, the 42 and the 72. I quite like this livery. I have for quite a wee while, so I've had my eyes on it, and I think this is quite a good wee step up to wee airline, because the things inside it gives me my glass cockpit, which I love, and it also gives me a little bit of sim brief integration as well, just like this little plan that I've collected here. Can load this up on my little laptop, select where I want to go, put all the details and everything in, and then once I come into the sim, I can transfer that into the wee iPad here. Can click import flight plan, which then transfers it into my FMS, so I don't need to manually have to put anything in, which is fantastic. I can also, I don't know if these payload things and everything work at the moment, but there is all different things, so it saves me having to collect all this and type it all in manually and having to write it down in a bit of paper. I can also see how many passengers and things I've got from this little bit here, which I like. And down below here, I think I can set the trim by pressing that, and it also sets the trim for me. I don't know, I've tried yet to work out if this bit here works or not, but I'm getting there. I'm learning how to use it, but so far so good. And it means that what it does is it calculates everything for me from each of these things. So you can see that I can click on each of these buttons and things here. So I'll just show you the bit that I managed to did record before it started rolling downhill, going Paris plummeting back down to this airport. And I did try. I did also try and see if I could get the approach and landing coming in at the end. When I tried it again, went back up in the air again. But as I started recording towards the end, it did the same thing and it rolled down to the ground. So at the moment, I'm not going to be able to record with this plane, but I wanted to show you a wee bit of how much fun I'm having and what it looks like and everything inside. So while we're doing this, we're going to taxi along. And I did have the power setting just up a wee bit higher than what it should be at this point, just to get it moving, because I got myself in a sticky situation there at the start there when I ended up not doing the pushback right. That was my fault though. But yeah, so I've got my power just a wee bit higher than what I should have at this moment, and that's why you can see it plummeting along here at the moment, which it shouldn't be going this fast. And what you will see as well when I bring back my power to bring it back slower is you'll see these master cautions cropping up every so often. That's just down to the power settings and a wee couple of glitches, but it was mainly my own fault for putting the power up at this stage when I should be sitting at ground out idle. So these wee glitches here is partly to do with the plane, but it's also partly to do with me as well. So we'll just ignore them. We'll try and get this plane slowed down properly, which is round about here. This is what it should be taxiing at. It's a nice little plane to control actually, I quite like it. Flies really, really well, which is quite good. And so far anyway. And as you can see, I'm at my favourite airport. Links down in the comments, who can guess where?
Glasgow Tower Bravo, Sierra Uniform Zulu Yankee, ready for departure to the east at runway 05.
A wee handy tip there as well. But yeah, just show you a wee bit here of the glass output. It's got all these wee checklists, and as you can see, as you flick through the checklists, the screens in your PFD or whatever one it is, sorry, you know what I mean, it changes the screen appropriate to what you need for checking, which is quite good, and they're all wee clickable spots on these wee glass cabinets, which is quite good as well. So I quite like that feature. It's not too much all relating on wee dials. I do like the dials, but I also like my glass cockpits as well. And I think while I'm learning, just stay with the glass cockpits just for a while now, just to keep them going. As you can see, I'm using these checklists here to make sure I've done everything. And because I took that gust lock off, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't rolling forward at that point. So, yeah. Everything looks good. Just clicking through all these wee bits here. You can see the screen moving there to the system page just to make sure I checked it all. I'm not doing this 100% correct, but I'm doing bits and bobs that I should be doing. I have started manually on 2 or 3 occasions as well, but I've not done like all the full tests and all that jargon. I'm not into it that way at the moment, but I do like the wee manual setup on a ramp, switching it on, just clicking the buttons that needs to be pressed on a sim. So that's what I'm doing. And a couple of bits and bobs here. It's quite a handy wee feature that's got all these wee checklists and everything in here, and you can click on these wee buttons. It's quite cool. Yep, so just put the weather on this stage here. Don't think the weather's going to make much difference, and I don't know if that's going to break my sim being on Xbox and too much memory. I don't know yet, but we'll stick it on anyway. See what happens as we fly. And I think with all that set up, we're ready to go onto the runway here. And because I've got that gust lock thing off, that's what's making the plane go a wee bit faster at this point. And as we line up, should be putting ourselves up to take off power and all that jargon. But before we take off, let's take a wee bit of beauty in what she looks like. Yeah. So, nice Scotland livery for a nice Scottish airport. You all know. If you know. Right, are we ready? There is also at this airport, if not many of you know, there is also a Logan Air, what do you call them, the hangar sections that you can put your planes in, what they're called. When somebody tell me in the comments, I know, but I can't remember now that I'm talking, but I know what I mean. So let's just take off. And I'm going to use autopilot and things and everything early here because I'm not doing too much manual flying when I'm trying to learn. I just want to use the plane to its maximum effect. Are you lazy? Don't know why that propeller's not working. It's the second time I put this up in the air that propeller was going. On the right hand side. What have I done? Oh look, this is what I've done here. I must have put that on somewhere along the lines, I don't know. These levers should be here. I don't know why that went forward. There you go, that looks a bit better now. It's probably going to climb a lot better at this point. Hopefully. More glory. I think this stage. Yeah, this is the manual. It's not got auto throttle, so it's this wee switch that you use on this to manage the speed and everything of your plane. You said put your thrust levers in a certain position, and you use this wee switch knob, what do I call it, to handle the power on that setting. So yeah, there's me to check, and everything was on. All configured up there. Yeah, and she looks beautiful. Look at that. Fantastic. Let's just put this altitude right up to our cruising thing, because the VNAV does work at this point, so let's just get this configured. This is the only weird bug, that there's a setting that you can see that you're touching that knob, but you can also see in that bit how far you're progressing. You do need a big telly and big eyesight to see it. But yeah. I'm not actually too bothered about that at the moment. I just want to have a nice faster airplane that's not a GA but can handle the longer flights, just in case we happen to do a wee longer flight again. I just wanted to have a wee plane that I could use as a go-to. And I think this might be it for a wee while, until I can get my wee Vision Jet up and running again. But my Vision Jet's in between, so this is a combination of this plane and that. So my Vision Jet is going to stay in my hangar, don't worry, and I'm returning back to it. But I think between my wee GA planes and this plane, I think this is what I'll be working with for a wee while just now to keep me busy till the new sim comes out. Yeah, look at that. Look at the sunshine. So on that lovely note, I'll leave you all here, and I'll see you all again in my next video. Cheerio!